Welcome to one of the many circle sessions hosted by Wonder Girls. Wonder Girls is a nationwide classrooms movement. We bring relatable female role models into classroom settings through our circle sessions. As you will see, the crux of these sessions is its dialogic nature. We're currently working with 150 plus classrooms across 7 Indian cities. Our aim is for every adolescent in India to have access to relatable female role models. I welcome you once again and hope you enjoy learning from our speakers' life journey and career path.
So I was personally inclined to marketing because we studied subjects like consumer behavior. So that's something I found very interesting. I like learning about how consumers make purchase decisions. There are so many factors that go into why you make a purchase. Why are you buying a phone of a certain brand? Why are you consuming a cola drink of a certain brand when there are other brands also present? So I was very, very interested in consumer behavior. We did a lot of case studies in college. So once I reached college, we would do a lot of case studies on, for example, big brands like Starbucks or McDonald's, or even like basic brands like, a Nobel chemist, or like, just a lot of case studies that really helped me understand how different businesses function. But what I realized is that my interest wasn't in their accounting system, it wasn't in how they were generating profit, it was how they were connecting with the consumers, how they were putting out what they wanted to communicate to the world. So that's something that really encouraged me to take up marketing as a specialization. Also, a lot of times, like in college, I noticed that every time there was a lecture relating to marketing, so relating to marketing would be retail management, would be advertising and brand management, it would be customer relationship management, it would be strategic management. So these were some subjects that I enjoyed thoroughly, because I could, it came naturally to me. Like, when we were discussing, I used to like creating like creative solutions to a brand. So that's something that I really enjoyed in college. So even though like a lot of people did tell me to do finance, but I went to it like, something that I really enjoyed, and I thought I would capitalize on that instead of taking up finance.
Okay. The thing is that, like, you said that you had some certain kind of specialization that you took in marketing. So, if you could share about these things, like how was it there in your BBA course?
Correct. So the specialization is actually marketing. There are three specializations: finance, human resources, and marketing. Under marketing, I studied various subjects like sales and distribution. How do businesses carry out their sales process? How do they distribute? So generally, maybe I could divide marketing into four P's. So that would be product. What is your product about? That there could be place. Where are you placing your product? Who is going to be consuming your product? Where is the product placed? So that would be the placing, the locations. Will it go to a retail store? Will it go to a wholesale person? Will it go to like, a sahakari bandar, or will it go to a supermarket? Some things like that. Then the third P would be promotion. Where are you going to promote it? Are you going to have a billboard ad about it? Are you going to create a TV commercial about it? Are you going to paste an ad in a newspaper about it? So that would be the third thing, would be promotion. Fourth thing would be people. Who are the people you are creating it for? So suppose today I create a product like a sanitary pad. I know that the sanitary pad is going to be used by one person, like one gender. So I'm creating that product for women. So that's something that you can define. So these are the four aspects that marketing consultants work in, marketing works in. So you create strategies, you create ideas around these, you create ideas around how to promote it, how to target your audience, how to talk to a girl who is going to get her period about a sanitary pad, how to place the product. Where am I going to go with a sanitary pad? I will take it to a chemist. Sorry, I'm using this as an example, but I hope it helps to understand. So
Perfectly fine.
yeah, so that, like, what is a place I'm going to go to? I'm going to go to a chemist to keep it there. I'm not going to put a sanitary pad in a hotel or a restaurant. So correct, like the correct usage of the place. Then the people, like I said, are going to be girls. And the first thing that I started with, the product being the sanitary pad. How will I package it? How will I make it more appealing for people to buy it? what is going to encourage them? If, because again, now sanitary pads, you have Whisper, you have Stay Free, you have Kotex, but you have a preference to what you're going to buy. So that way, what is the price of the product again? So you also define the price, because we always know that at the end of the day, the consumer is going to see how much the product is going to cost them. So even the pricing strategy, so you work closely with people to define these for your brands.
Great. I think the kids also had a question that uh, when they choose their subjects and the streams in the in their college time, so obviously they're not aware of what they're going to end up doing. So let's say in commerce background, what would you suggest, you know in this field only, in management marketing consultancy, if there's any other way of getting into marketing consultancy besides BBA?
Correct. So again, marketing consultancies are very open. Like getting into an agency, you can also have a background in psychology. Like I said, that we deal with a lot of consumers. So now, if you want to specialize only into learning how a customer is thinking, then you should study psychology, because psychology makes you understand that, okay, this is how people think. These are triggers. Why do I use red and yellow in a McDonald's logo and not blue and green? Because red and yellow are eye catching. So these things like that, you understand colors, you understand behavior if you get into psychology. Like I said, marketing and business are very open streams. You can also come from a science background where you do a lot of research, because in marketing, then you can also get into research. It could be consumer research, it could be product research, that what kind of, how can we innovate this product. You can also get into technology to get into marketing. So that way, if you do something in, suppose if you do something in your IT sector, if you get into computers, if you get into engineering, you learn how to code, you learn how to become a developer. And what that helps you with is, you get to create websites, you get to create digital marketing platforms. So currently in our day and age, it's not just big billboards, it's not just TV commercials, it's also digital marketing, where you have to code everything. So that's something you can also look at. And also you can get into designing. So designing is specific. Designing helps you design creatives that you put online for your social media. It helps you design the packaging of products that are being marketed. It helps you design the logo being a big part. It helps you design the product. So that way you can get into these various streams, because like I said, marketing is very holistic. You can have any background and then you can specialize in the marketing stream. So I was interested in business strategies, so I got into strategizing about each of these. And also, like I said, marketing, you can work in two kinds of employee backgrounds. One would be an agency. So how an agency functions is, we have hundreds of brands under us, they get in touch with us. So a brand manager from their side will get in touch with us, and they tell us that, okay, my objective is that I want to get sales of my product to 3
Just
lakh.
one request. Just one request. If you could speak a little bit in Hindi and English, because I think it will be better for the kids.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
So what I was trying to say is, so an agency, like hundreds of brands come to us, we speak to a brand manager from their side, and they tell us ki, okay, by September, I want to make a sales of 3 lakhs. That means मुझे profit जो चाहिए मेरे product के sales से, वो 3 lakhs तक होना चाहिए. पर अभी product नहीं बिक रहा है, like कोई भी हमारा product ले ही नहीं रहा है. तो हम कैसे वो product को और बार लाइक मार्केट में डाल सकते हैं, और कैसे लोग ले सकते हैं प्रोडक्ट को, उसके लिए स्ट्रैटेजीज कैसे हम फॉर्म करें. सो दैट्स हाउ, लाइक brand managers from the company side come to us. So for example, I can tell you that tomorrow Baskin Robbins, suppose an ice cream, or like Quality Waltz as an ice cream brand, comes to us saying we need to launch chocolate ice cream tomorrow. So the brand manager from Quality Waltz, or from Baskin Robbins, or from any ice cream, from Amul, a brand manager from Amul will come to us. They will tell us, tomorrow I want to launch a chocolate ice cream. How do I make sure that everybody knows everybody in Bombay knows that there's a new ice cream in the market, because currently nobody knows that Amul has a chocolate ice cream. So we come up with the plan. We tell them a plan that, okay, this is how you can make a commercial on TV. This is how you can attack social media. This is how you can put a billboard. So this is something that we help brands with. The second thing you can work in marketing is as the brand manager. So you will be instructing me on the agency side, because you have the marketing budget. In the end, the brand side is spending the money. So you will have to approve my decisions, right? So you can work on that side as well. You can work for Amul in their internal marketing team. But there, what happens is then you work only with Amul. When I'm on the agency side, I work with Amul, I work with Baskin Robbins, I work with Quality Walls, I work with any of the brands that come to me. So in an agency, what happens is you get the creative freedom. Like if you're a very creative person and you like all of this, then if you like watching ads, if you like seeing how the story has been told in an ad, if you like looking at products and how wow, how nice their logo looks, or and also a product is like a person. So if you like creating a personality, because you know how Cadbury communicates. You know how it is as a person. If Cadbury was a person, I could say Cadbury is emotional, Cadbury is sentimental, Cadbury is sweet because of the way it talks. So if you're interested in things like these, you can definitely join a marketing agency. I personally got a job at a new digital agency which is in Kamla Mills. It's called Shabang. So if you want, I can maybe take you through how my office looks and give you an idea of how my office personally looks, and how marketing agencies also look, because it's not like your other corporate offices with cubicles and with cabins. It's a very open office. So that's something, if y'all are interested, I can take you all through that as well.
I think that would be great.
Yeah,
Would
so
love to see that. Yeah,
I'll just share my screen and I will take you through some of the pictures that I found.
sure.
You've, I think, disabled the screen sharing. If you could just give me the
I'll
permission.
just give you the rights. Yeah.
Yeah.
Done.
Okay. Thank you so much. I'll just share my screen. Let me know when you can see.
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay. Just give me 1 minute. I need to. I've actually found a lot of pictures that I wanted to show. Yeah. So, like you see, can you let me know if you can see the pictures? This is somewhere where the MD of our company sits. If you can see, it's a very open space.
Yeah.
And this is like a couch made for us where all of us can sit and we can have meetings and we can brainstorm on ideas that how is this ad going to look, or how are we going to pitch to the brand. So like I said, it's not like a normal office where you have cubicles and if meeting rooms. This is again the space where I can go and speak to, if my MD, or I can speak to someone there. This is the entrance for our office. This is a reception. So if someone comes, they'll be waiting outside. This is a conference room in our office where we generally have bigger brainstorms or meetings where we sit and we when we ideate on big brand campaigns or big product launches for our clients. These are how our desks are made. Like I said, it's not cubicle, it's like a big open space where there are computers and where you can easily talk to each other. So if I'm sitting, I can be sitting next to a designer and coordinating with the designer on that. And I can just show you some few more pictures. Just give me 1 minute. So here I think will give you a better idea of how, like, when you enter you can see it. Here you can see our various desks. So when you enter the bigger area, it seats around 150 people in this area. So this is how we're seated. We all get one white desk each with two drawers to work with. And it's a very big office. Generally, marketing agencies also tend to have smaller office, but because it has grown a lot in the last 5 years as a company, the company is called Shebang, and the office is in Lower Parel and Kamla Mills. So these are the same pictures. These are the founders of our company. It was created by three brothers. They're also very young. So one thing you should know is marketing agencies, especially one like Shebang, has very young people working. You don't have to be 30, 40 years old, and in formal attire. This is like our team. If you see, they all are very young people working. This is some of us working at Shebang. It's a top view. And if you see, there's a lot of artwork in our office because they have a lot of creative people who want to create. So there are birds on the top. There is this creator Shebang. Then once we had an art day at work. So we have all of our paintings here. We have a few paintings created here as well. This is again our entire team that works at Shebang. And this is another office. We have two offices now. So this is another office. We also have an office in Bangalore and Delhi.
Kids, would you like to ask something from Riyadi? I'm sure you must be lured to do her work now that you've seen some of the pictures of her office. Yes? Divya, you've unmute yourself. Would you like to ask something?
No,
If y'all are confused about anything, I can simplify it for y'all as well.
Anything that you would like to ask? Yes, Vibha, you've raised your hand.
So I have one question so when it comes to social media, so in just imagine if there's a company who have a social media team, so do they also have a marketing consultant or a marketing person who is working there?
Right. So now it depends on company to company. I'm sorry, did you mention a company's name that I missed?
No.
Okay, so if there's a company, now it depends on the company. Either they hire someone like me to work with the company. So, for example, let's take the company to be Amul. Okay, Amul ice creams. So, what they can do is they can come to they can hire someone who is who has the same background in me as me and tell them to work internally with the Amul team. So, that person will work at the Amul office and handle social media completely, or what they can do is they can also contact an agency. So generally why there's a difference that if they have a social media account, why they go to an agency is because agency has a lot of people, it has a lot of teams, so it has worked with different brands, so they understand the industry. Now when you come to an agency, I will understand that okay, the ice cream industry, this is how it works, this is how Baskin Robbins works, this is how Amul works, this is how Quality Waltz works. So I have that expertise. But if I go only to Amul, my knowledge will be only Amul company's knowledge. So that's why they choose either to go to an agency or they can do it internally. It depends on company to company. Also, sometimes what happens is agencies, for companies to come to agencies, they have to spend a little extra money. So if they don't want to do that, what they do is they internally only hire and they say, okay, this will be cost effective for us, this will be cheaper, लाइक इसमें कम खर्चा होगा हमारा, ये एम्प्लॉयज को अगर हम इधर ही लाते, एक डिजाइनर को ला देंगे, एक ब्रांड स्ट्रेटेजिस्ट को ला देंगे, तो इफ दे हैव दोस पीपल इनसाइड and if they work, then you realize that if it's cost effective, and if suppose they just want it for one campaign, they just want to launch chocolate ice cream, they're like, for this we don't need to spend so much, we don't need so many ideas, we already know how we want to launch it, so let's not go to an agency. Generally people come to an agency, especially for social media, they come because they think we have creative ideas, So if on social media you see there are different ways now, like stories, different formats, may there'll be a grid, you will have different designs. I will have a lot of contest ideas at social media pe I'll do like a ice cream contest, which flavor is what, which flavor is your favorite. So I have all these ideas. Maybe someone from the internal team doesn't have these ideas, so that's why they go to a creative agency. I hope this helped.
Vibha, are you saying something? Hello, Vibha.
I think she's on mute.
Yeah. So another question. Are there any particular skill sets that are required for this stream?
Right. So I think you should be very creative. You should like, having some creative inclination. You should have good communication skills, because what happens in marketing, you have to talk to a lot of people. But don't worry, this is something that will come to you naturally. Even when I started, I used to be very nervous. So it took me a while to like, I mean, I was always a good communicator, but sometimes when you're out there in office, you're more conscious that you're not just a student anymore, you're working for someone. But then with time, when you talk to more people, you understand the business, you like, you get to know more about it. That's when it clicks. Maybe you should have good writing skills if you enjoy writing, because that's something I love doing. I used to love writing in school. I used to always write essays for my school magazine. I would love writing, like essay writing competitions, even like, because sometimes what happens is you can then write your social media ideas, you can write posts for social media. So that way, if you have any inclination towards things like these, or if you just like coming up with creative ideas or creative solutions for things, then that is something that you can have as a skill.
So, does blogging also come under marketing consultancy? Because some of the kids in our class enjoy doing that.
Yes,
So
yes, for
they'll be
sure.
interested.
So
Okay.
at least in my office, we have a dedicated like content team that only does blogs for other brands. So there, what I have is I have content writers, and I myself have written for emails and written content for blogs and for websites. So when I first joined Shabang, I wasn't in business development. I was in technology and content. So what I used to do is I used to manage a website, and I used to write content for a lot of brands. So I've written content for Asian Paints. I've written content for Nilaya and Beautiful Homes. So these are some brands that I've written content for. And what we do is, so if you enjoy blogging, you would love this, because what happens is, if suppose tomorrow a brand wants to write about their new like wallpaper, like Asian Paints has a blog online. They say that we're coming out with this new paint, we're coming out with this new wallpaper. So we want to write an article on it. So you write the article and you give it to them. So that is something, content writing is a big part of marketing, because any kind of marketing role you do, you will need to have like good communication skills and good writing skills. So that's something that if you enjoy blogging, this is great. You can always join like a content team and help brands write blogs.
That's great. Is there anyone else who would like to ask questions? Parul, Divya, Lakshmi Kumari, Disha. Okay. And how does doodling come into the picture? Like, is it also an in thing for marketing? Like,
Definitely. So doodling, again, if you're getting into the design part of marketing, so the design part of marketing includes design, like I mentioned, designing of logos, designing of print creatives, designing of billboards, so doodling comes into a big part, because a lot of designs are not digitally made, they're illustrations that are digitally made. So if you have skills, or if you know how to use softwares like Photoshop and Illustrator digitally, that also helps. And also, if you can sketch also, like if you can do it physically without using a software, that also always helps, because then you can create those big banners, big creatives, you can create digital creators for your social media. So doodling becomes a big part of illustration. And when you're doing marketing, strategy is one bit, but design is the way you communicate it, so it's a big part of it. So definitely doodling is something that is going to take you a long way if you're interested in it, and you can definitely make your place in a marketing firm if you know how to doodle.
that's great. Are there any online courses or something so that the kids can have, a better picture of how what marketing actually is, and how does designing or working as a consultant look like?
Right. So there are a lot of courses like this. You can also check out this institute called IIDE. They create like 6 month long courses on digital marketing. Vibha, if you're interested in social media marketing, they have that as well. So there are a lot of like institutes that have started these courses, and there are also online courses on every website. If you see Coursera, if you see Udemy, and a lot of them are free. They're not even paid for. So digital marketing is something that you can easily learn from Coursera and Udemy and Unacademy, and all of these, all of these platforms have a lot of courses. Vibha, you raised your hand.
Just a moment before we go to Vibha, could you please tell us the full form of IID so that the kids
IIT
can?
is, I think, Indian Institute of Design Technology. Let me just check again.
Okay.
It'll take me 1 minute to check. I'll just tell you. I think it is, yeah, it was Indian Institute of 1 second. Let me just check. Indian Institute of Digital Education. So all digital marketing courses you can take on that.
Okay, great. Vibha, you've raised your hand. Please ask the question.
Yeah, yeah. So I have one question. Like, just imagine ki, how just imagine there is so many internship regarding कि we are having a option to work on social media and different internship kind of thing. So if we'll have a lot of internship done, so when we will go for job in marketing consultant, so would that help, or would they just take a kind of experience? So internship helps in getting job.
Definitely. So if you already have an internship where you have learned about social media, where you've learned about how to post on social media, how to make captions, how to, talk to a designer, tell the designer that, okay, this is the design I want for social media, or if you have any experience, definitely. So the thing is, with marketing agencies, at least, they don't require a lot of experience. So this was my first job and my first experience, because my internships were in finance before. But definitely, if you have the skills and if you do an internship, it helps. Also, what happens is, when you do an internship, you understand the work, so you will understand if you enjoy it or no. Because one thing you should know about marketing is, if you don't enjoy it, you will not do well in it. So you have to enjoy it. So I would always recommend that you do an internship. You understand, because in internships, 1 or 2 months or 3 months, you understand the kind of work, and that does add a lot, and it does help. Like, if you go to a marketing agency like tomorrow, after 5 years, to get a job, it will help you. But it's not like, if you don't have an internship, it won't help. But I would recommend doing an internship.
Yeah, the and so like just imagine. Do you just give me a minute? I forgot my question actually.
No problem.
Anyone else? In the meanwhile, we can take up some other questions. Lakshmi, Divya, Parul, Disha.
If y'all are also like, if y'all want me to make it a little more simpler also, I would not mind. Like, let me know.
Yes, Vibha.
Yeah, so my question is that ki Didi, for personally, I love giving ideas for marketing, and I am also very interested, giving ideas. But at the end of the day, for marketing, we also have to know that ki is the particular idea is working. So, I don't like collecting data and just checking upon that. I just love to give idea to kind of किसी को पब्लिक कहते हैं उसको मार्केटिंग करना है किसी पर्टिकुलर प्रोडक्ट की या किसी पर्टिकुलर वर्क की, बट आई डोंट लाइक कलेक्टिंग डेटा. So is it important for a person who is giving this idea for a particular thing to collect data? और मतलब ये दोनों merge होते हैं फिर they both are different duties in marketing.
See, so again, like, see, when you're starting out initially as maybe an executive, they will, so when you give an idea, no, it needs to be backed by data. So what you can either do is, the roles can be different. So if you can have another person who does all the research. They bring the research to you. So suppose now again, let's take Amul and let's take chocolate ice cream. You have someone who did research for you, and they came and said that, okay, you know that only kids enjoy chocolate ice cream, the adults don't enjoy chocolate ice cream at all. This is the data someone else has come and give to you. So then, Vibha, what you can do is you can give an idea on that. Then you can make, okay, we will make an ad which is more appealing to children. Okay, because children like chocolate ice cream. So that is something you can do, but you need someone else to give you the research. So what happens is, as a marketing consultant, when you're at a lower level job, like when you're a fresher, they do expect you to have some data, but it can be different roles. There can be another person who is giving you the data and you are just giving the idea. That also works. But just in the beginning of your career, what I would recommend is that, because when you're giving an idea, they are going to ask you what is the reason behind your idea. Then you can use the data to strengthen your idea. Because tomorrow, if I go and I tell Amul that, no, make a TV ad only for kids, they will ask me why. How are you coming up with this idea? Then I'll be like, okay, I had my research team that went back. They did a survey. They realized that chocolate ice cream is only liked by children. That's why. So you can have someone else do it, but it always helps to have a little bit of, like, if I have to also find the data, sometimes it's fine, I will do it because it helps the brand.
I hope, Vibha, that answers your question.
Yes, Didi. Thank you.
Great. Um, Anyone else? I have one question. Um, like, in your entire career that up till now, like, have you faced any obstacles? And if yes, then like, what kind of and how you've come over them?
So few obstacles that I faced was, firstly, beginning in a marketing career. Because like I said, a lot of people have this notion that marketing is not a well-paying job. Like, it doesn't pay you well. So like, my family wanted me to do finance as well. Like both my internships, they told me, okay, you have to take up finance mein paisa hai. Or like, finance se to sab companies chalti hai. But it is also because a lot of people don't know about marketing. It's not been like told कि marketing सबको क्या लगता है advertisements बनाते हैं, but ऐसा नहीं होता है. Like marketing में बहुत सारी दूसरे चीजें होते हैं. So that's one obstacle I faced was to, like, maybe try to convince my family that it's okay that I go into marketing. Maybe in the beginning I won't earn money, but later on there is a lot of scope, and anything, there is so much scope in digital and technology. So that's the starting obstacle I faced, that I myself had lower confidence because nobody else believed that marketing was a proper job to do. So then I was very hesitant ki should I apply for a job. Then once I started working, one major obstacle I faced was the working hours. I would work for very long hours. Like Vibha mentioned that, she likes only giving the ideas and not doing the research. A lot of times I had to do both the things. So I was working for two people, because marketing agencies, once you go there, there is no fixed job profile. They will make you do all the jobs. So that's something I try to create, a work life balance, especially with the lockdown and all. What I faced was that, you can work endlessly because brands will come up with new advertisements. There are so many brands that come to agencies. So that way, the work life balance is one major obstacle I faced, is to find how to have, like, how to just work from, like, suppose 9 o'clock to 6 o'clock, not like 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock in the night. Just things like these are something that, like, these obstacles I face. But I think at a younger age, what I faced was not knowing what I exactly wanted to do. Like, I knew the subjects I liked, I knew my interests, I knew my hobbies, but I didn't know how to, like, there was nobody who came and told me, oh, there's a marketing agency, you can work there. Not a lot of people talk about the stream. So I myself had to, like, do the research. I myself had to, like, go and join a marketing agency and there then see the kinds of jobs. So growing up, I think one major obstacle was not knowing what to do. But I will give you this advice. I spent my entire bachelor's degree stressing and stressing about what I would do, but it was a waste of time. You don't need to stress. Even after you graduate, even if you're in 11th, 12th, there is no need to stress, because then it worked out so well. I got a job at Shebang because I knew my interest. So don't run after labels or don't run after jobs कि इधर पैसा है, ये job मतलब ये अगर मैं बैंक में काम करूंगी तो वो अच्छा दिखेगा. There is nothing like that. If you love what you do and if you're good at what you do, you will do well wherever you like work, you know. So that's something I would recommend, is develop interest in the subject, because that is what's going to help you, you know. I used to stress so much. I was like, oh my god, I like marketing subjects, but everybody's telling me to do finance. So that is something I was like, but I don't, I get and I did 2 internships. I did an accounting internship. I was like, and I couldn't wait to go home. I would be like, okay, abhi 5 bajega, mujhe ghar jaane ko milega. But now when I work at Shebang, there are so many times that I'm taking up a new thing at 10:30 p.m. I'm sitting in office, sitting with my colleagues, sitting with a group. We all are brainstorming, we're coming up with ideas, and you know, we are sitting till like 11:30 and working, and I don't feel like tired. I don't feel like, oh, I want to leave and go home. It's because I really enjoy what I do. So one thing I would say is, especially in your growing years like 11th, 12th and degree college, just recognize the subjects that you like, and then once you know the subjects that you like, then you can decide on what career to take. Do not base your career on the fancy things that look nice outside, you know. Just understand what you really enjoy, because once you know that, then you will be very motivated. Any one thing I've realized to work is you need the motivation to work. So if suppose Prerna is teaching and Teach for India, you know, you need to have a passion for, you know, teaching, you know, dealing with children. You need to have a passion for imparting education. Why do you want to do something? So just recognize those things. Don't ignore something that you like. Try to like try to capitalize on it. So try to see, okay, if I like something, abhi मैं इधर कैसे इसका job ढूंढूं. Just try to find out what you like. Don't see that, okay, bank is good, so then I will have to like finance, you know, something like that. So that's the advice I would give. And do not take stress, because you can always, we live in a time where our parents didn't live. So our parents, if they took commerce, they had to become CAs, you know, or if they took science, they had to become doctor, engineer. But now we don't live in a time like that. You can take up any stream and you can always change it later. There is a lot of opportunities. So that's some change that has come, like from the previous generation to this, is that there's a lot of opportunity for you to explore. बहुत सारे type के jobs है. अभी online इतने सारे jobs है. You can find a job anywhere. You can work with anything. You can build an app. You can build a YouTube channel. You can become a blogger. So there are no fixed professions. So just recognize what you like and then pursue that, because you will succeed if you enjoy something, if you are happy to work.
Thank you so much for sharing that. Just one last question before we end. So is there any other thing that you're looking for in masters? Let's say once a person has a definite amount of experience in this thing, so is there any further studies that that person can do to have a better career?
Yes. So I am, like I said, I'm very interested in business and strategy. So I would like to do my master's in strategic marketing. Now, what strategic marketing includes is how businesses understand कि मुझे आज 25 lakhs like सिर्फ marketing पे spend करना है. So things like that you have to understand. Like I am interested in the business side of it, so that is something I am going to do my masters in. But there are masters like strategic communication, which defines कि मैं कैसे communicate करूँ as a brand. How should I sound? Should I sound very like strict? Should I sound like a friend? Should I sound like a mother? Should I sound like, so if you see Johnson's baby lotion sounds very different from what suppose Cadbury sounds, or like, you know. So that is something you can also, like do your masters is in communication. You can specialize in that. Then there are masters also in marketing, and there are a lot of good colleges in India also. So there's MICA in Ahmedabad that is specially made for this. It's called MICA. Those are only for masters courses, and it is close to like an IIM when it comes to specializing in marketing. So it is one of the most reputed colleges that you can look at. ISB offers marketing. There is an MBA also in marketing. So any business course you do, you can get into marketing that way.
Any other question from the kids? Yes, Vibha, would you like
No,
to ask
Didi.
something? Okay, great. So I guess we can end the session here. Thank you so much, Ria, for spending time with the kids. And yeah,
Thank you so much, Divya, Parul, Vibha, Lakshmi Kumari, and Disha. It was great talking to all of you.
Bye, Didi.
Bye, Didi.
Bye. Have a nice
Arigato kayogi.
Should I leave the meeting?
yeah.
Okay. That was great collaborating with Teach for India.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And I'm really sorry for the turnout. I was expecting more kids, just that it was a bit of a tight packed day for them. So maybe that's why they couldn't.
No problem. That's okay. Any person I can help is great. Yeah. Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much. Bye.